The Joe Credit Show.
So you have a personal credit score. It's based on accounts that are reporting to your credit report that are associated with your social security number. But did you know if you have a business, you also could have a business credit score? A lot of business owners don't really know about this. We're going to unpack that plus a whole lot more on today's episode of The Joe Credit Show. So personally, you have Fico scores and Advantage scores. These are going to range from 300 to 850. The higher the number, the less risk. The likely you are to get approved for things like a mortgage or a car, credit cards, things like that. On the business side of things, the scores typically range from 0 to 100, kind of like grade school. 90 to 100 is an A, 80 to 89 is a B, something like that, right? Basically very similar to that. The higher the number as well on this side of things, the less risk your business is. And personal credit factors your payment history, your credit card balances, your length of history, types of credit, and inquiries. Business, however, very similar payment history, balances, but also industry classification matters. So what kind of business you have, any legal filings that have been sent against the business, any public documents that are made available about the business, and of course the company size and the revenue. That all ties into the business credit score. So how do you get a business credit score? Well, let's talk about that. So personally, you have credit score models called Fico Advantage. We've talked about that plenty of times. These scores range from 300 to 850. The higher the number, the less risk you are, the more likely you are to get approved for things like mortgages, cars, and credit cards. On the business side of things, the score range is 0 to 100. Same concept, the higher the score, the lower risk you are, the more likely you are to get approved for things like business loans. And when it comes to business credit scores, the things that matter are your payment history. Basically, how does the business pay its bills? Does it pay it on time, early, or late? And then some other small variables like industry classification, company size, public filings, or any legal documents filed against the company. Those will factor into the risk for the business. But how do you get a business credit score to begin with? Well, let's talk about that. So the first thing you need to do is get the fundamentals of your business established. Things like your LLC, your EIN number, your business bank account, phone number, address, website, email. You got to make your business look professional and legit. Then you can begin establishing what's called trade lines, also known as vendor accounts. Companies like Quill and Uline, these companies will let you buy product on their website and pay for it later, typically called net 30, which means the bill is due within 30 days, and they'll report payment history to your business credit report. That's a great way to begin building business credit. So now let's talk about how do you check your business credit report. Let's get into that. So companies like Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion, they provide consumer reports for free. On the business side, you have Dun & Bradstreet, Experian, and Equifax, but they do not have to provide businesses credit reports for free. In fact, you have to go to their website to get your business credit report pulled. Typically, the cost is going to be somewhere between 30 to 50 bucks. And the reason why that is because the consumer credit world, that's regulated. The business side of things, that is unregulated, so it's kind of the wild, wild west, if you will. But why should you care about business credit reports? Why should you care about it? Let's talk about it. Well, for one, any company can check your business credit report before they decide to do business with you. Two, you need to make sure that the report is accurate and is properly being built. And three, if you ever plan on applying for a big business loan, like an SBA loan, for example, there's a score model called the Fico SBSS score, which is a combination of your personal scores and your business scores. So you need to pay attention to both. So with that said, does that mean it's okay to ignore personal credit, just focus on business credit? Absolutely not. You still need to have great personal credit, even if you plan to apply for business credit cards in the future. Now, business credit cards will give you high credit limits, and many of them will report to your business credit report, which will further build your business credit score. So if you have bad personal credit and you have zero business credit, now is a great time to start working on both. So in summary, business credit is important. Now remember, the scores are going to range from 0 to 100, And you're gonna need business credit to be able to secure big business loans in the future. And if you have a 680 FICO personal score, then you can speed up this process by taking on business credit cards with high limits that report to the business credit report. All right, guys, that is my time today. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you did, give me a big thumbs up. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below. And don't forget to subscribe. I'm Joe Chavarria. This has been another episode of the Joe Credit Show. I'll see you guys next time. Take care.